Hello, YouTube. My goodness. It's May 3rd. I'm in Denton, Texas. The weather's a little, well, let's just say the weather's a little nightmare. That's where I'm at. It's all crazy. Anyway, today we're going to talk about global warming because it's raining and there's weather. Now, the thing is, I remember back on like April the 4th and April the 12th, I was in different states, and people were talking on Facebook, it ain't never been freezing in April. Motherfucker, seriously? Okay, I'll never forget this. It was crazy weird. It was April the 3rd, 1993. I will never forget that. It snowed 3 motherfucking feet in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Okay, it scared the bejesus out of me. I thought that it was the second coming. It was scary. But it was just snow, okay? You know, after the season of snow happens, it's not uncommon. If there's this story, just go research it. There was a Farmer's Almanac back in like 1911 or whatever, where they forgot to put what was going to happen on July the 4th or whatever in Tulsa. It ended up snowing on July 4th. Or maybe it was in Las Vegas. I can't remember. Some dumbass anecdotal thing. They forgot to put info in there, and they said, well, screw it, just put in there it's going to snow, because it's 4th of July. It never snows there on 4th of July, and then it snowed on the 4th of July. That's how reliable the Farmer's Almanac used to be. But like, here's the thing, okay? When it comes to global warming, you've got data points that indicate a trend. That is all the fuck global warming is. It is not a fact, okay? If it was just something that people preached, well then, you know, Al Gore could just say, oh, well, there's no global warming, and it would just go away. So believing in it because Al Gore said so is not a bright idea, okay? Makes sense? Because it doesn't exist because he said so. He's not a prophet, okay? This is not something that he invented by his words. You can do your own research. You can do your own investigations. Something that occurred to me years ago, I used to drive a party bus, and I spent a lot of time dealing with like the homeless folks downtown and hanging out with people. Actually, I learned to ride the city bus, and in downtown, where the city buses go to park in Tulsa, they have these like awnings all around this little base camp where it's like their central downtown whatever place for people, and there's a weather station where they track, you know, wind and temperature and all that shit. That, I'm not kidding, when a bus pulls in and bumps the curb, install 4 or 6 whatever the hell this thing, that you can go there and look yourself, just look up, it's underneath the awning. And I'm like, what's that thing? The guy says, oh, that checks temperature, you know, the people there at the bus terminal. I'm like, what do you mean it checks temperature? Like, one of the bus exhaust? Because, you know, whenever you bump the curb, the exhaust pipe of these buses lines up exactly with that freaking port. It's checking the temperature. I thought, that's kind of a weird way to do that. I mean, wouldn't there be a sensor inside the bus? He says, no, that's for ambient temperature. It's detecting weather changes. And I'm like, so if the exhaust coming out of that bus is what that's measuring, isn't it going to have like a skewed view of what the temperature is? Oh, no, man, what are you, a conspiracy theorist? I'm like, whoa, I was just asking. And he says, no, man, you're trying to say there's no global warming. And I'm like, you're the guy that put that there, aren't you? Oh, yeah, that's my job. This is what I do. I'm the maintenance guy. And I'm like, why would you put that there? Well, you know, so it gets an accurate temperature. You know, it's out of the sun. Okay, that makes sense. It's out of the sun. And I mean, every temperature gauge needs to be out of the sun. That's how you do it. But this one could be right there where the exhaust vent is from the back of a bus. It's running a hot engine. I mean, what the fuck? That's stupid. Like, duh. And that's just what I saw with my own eyes. And I thought, man, this is just weird. Because, like, at least the data in Tulsa that's coming from that particular point can't be used scientifically. There's just no way. And you find out, yeah, it's being used scientifically. Oh, look, the temperature. Oh, my God, it's up 10 degrees in Oklahoma. Oh. And they said that. And that was back in, like, 2009. Yeah, whenever that was going on. And then we had ClimateGate. Yes, a group of elite hackers have found their way into the universities. And that's a fact, okay? Yes, the hackers Oh, they stole the data. Don't go acting like the data's irrelevant. Hackers broke in and found out that university professors were talking back and forth about how to lie about temperature change, trying to say that, oh, it's hotter, it's hotter. Al Gore made a movie, and go watch the motherfucking movie. If you haven't watched it, watch it again, okay? Watch it over and over. Watch it 10 times. You will laugh your ass off if you disagree with global warming, and you will cry your fucking bitch ass eyes out if you like global warming, because it undoes global warming, okay? Watch the fucking movie. It's called An Inconvenient Truth. It's on YouTube now. Nobody gives a shit about making money off of it because everything inside the movie is a lie. All of it. Seriously, go write down the predictions. Okay, this is something I did because I was like, oh man, this movie's going to be tragic and terrible. Because I didn't know. I didn't have a political, horse in the race, so to speak. I was just like, oh man, this is crazy. And then I started looking at, like, well, they predicted by so-and-so day there wasn't going to be more snow on Mount Kilimanjaro. And that's in the movie. Then you go and you look, there's a webcam. It looks right at the mountain. You can't even see the freaking darkness of the dirt of the mountain. It's covered in snow. Then you go in July. Because, you figure, well, maybe they took that picture in July when it was going to be, really hot out. There was going to be snow in July. It was a lot of snow there. There was a lot more snow than what the photo had in the freaking movie. Because what he does, he says, well, this is a photo of Mount Kilimanjaro just 5 years ago. Probably 5 years ago in fucking December, right? And he says, here's what it looks like today. And in 10 years, there'll be no snow. Well, do it. Go look at it. Mount Kilimanjaro webcam. It's fucking there. And just, I'm not going to post links. I'm not that guy. You want to prove me wrong? You post your fucking link, you goddamn hypocrite. You horse shit-eating bastard. I am so sick of these people all the time. Well, you have a link, so you don't know what you're fucking talking about. Are you kidding me? Open a fucking window. You don't know what you're talking about. You're preaching some stupid line. You're not even doing science. You want to have some truth here? You want some honesty? Do science. It's not that hard. Okay, you want to believe whatever they're telling you? Well, then you're the sheep. You're the problem. Okay, there's millions of people all around this globe that all the hell they know is what they're told to know. What do you call that? I call it a sheep. The guy on the radio or the TV show or the webcam or some dumbass YouTube video. Oh, you should believe this because I said so, and there's a consensus of all these guys. Let me define the word consensus for you, because this is a very simple thing. If you agree and I agree, then we have a fucking consensus. Does that mean it's right? No, it means we're pushing an agenda. Stupid bastard. Wake up. Do your own science. Yeah. Sorry. Climate change bullshit is horse shit. They came up with the term climate change after ClimateGate because ClimateGate just proved completely that global warming didn't exist. Not to mention people that actually went out and measured the temperature. People, not politicians. There is no global warming. So they said, well, it's climate change. Yeah. I mean, we have winter and summer, and some days it's raining, and some days it's sunny. Climate changes. So, you're an idiot if you don't believe in climate change. Yeah. There is no, cause of humans doing this. And they try to blame it on something called carbon. Oh, carbon's going to kill you. It's carbon. It's evil. Man, I'm telling you right now, people don't have any idea. Like, how high is the atmosphere? The atmosphere we can breathe in is about 17,000 feet high. Now, going, nautical miles, whatever, where you're going up into the atmosphere, the ball of Earth gets bigger. Okay? So, it's not just this, 8,000 mile wide thing. It's bigger because, it goes out a few miles. And that's how thick the atmosphere is. You can't even freaking calculate that. Like, I'm good with math. I cannot calculate that. It's huge. Big old huge honking atmosphere. And they're like, oh, trees are dying and blah, blah. Bitch, I drive a truck, okay? I see more trees every day of driving 500 miles in any direction. I see more trees every day than there are people on this planet within 500 miles, okay? That's a fact. And we don't even get the majority of our oxygen, okay, which is recycled from carbon by the photosynthesis of the trees. That's not even the majority of how that happens. Trees are just a small part of that. You know what the biggest part of it is? Plankton in the ocean. They used to teach that in school. No, they don't. Like, what the fuck is plankton? Plankton is whale food. And there's a lot of it. You know how much there is of it? Sperm whales only eat plankton. And they're fucking huge. Biggest things on the planet only eat microscopic organisms that make our oxygen. You want to bitch about the lack of oxygen and carbon and blah, blah, blah? Kill a whale. Shut your fucking mouth. That's what you should do. No, don't kill a whale. Creepy people. But that's, you know, just being fucking intellectually honest and, like, stopping with the freaking stupid nature. Like seriously, I'm making these videos because I'm pissed. Because all these people, there's people out there that cause a protest. There's people out there, you know, bringing their stupid fucking mantras to my kids' schools. You know? Why? Why do these people believe that? Because a politician told them to. That's how shallow and fake these people are. They can't even do their own science. Most of these people that are this way, they don't have a job. You know, where they go out in the real world. They can sit in some office, or maybe they're a teacher, or maybe they're a welfare, fucking sit at home all day watching TV. I don't know what the hell's wrong with these people. But they certainly don't go out and live it. Go out and live it, man. Open the door and get the hell out. You know, instead of being the hippie that goes to the drum circle and gets high and talks a bunch of, you know, politics with a bunch of atheists. You know, get out and live your life. You know, go find something that, you know, hug a tree, that's fine. Hug a tree, yeah. And try to hug them all. You'll be like 170,000 years old by the time you get done, because there's so goddamn many of them. Oh, people are stupid. Anyway, that's me. Global warming's a lie. You doubt me? Seriously, you doubt me? You think I'm making that shit up? Go watch the movie and give me the truth. And watch the sequel to in 10 years and see how full of shit that movie is. I'm not going to watch it yet. Like I said, I was thoroughly drawn in by that. Oh, he got me. He got me good. Next video, we're going to talk about weather. No, fuck that. We just talked about weather. Okay, I know what. We're going to talk about doing math. On one hand, math. Oh, Jesus. I need to go wash my hands. Oh, I always forget. It's over here. Subscribe, and then there's a little bell pops up right here. Do that, and over here there's a thumbs up. You can kind of ignore that. The thumbs down. Hit that one like 5 times. Smash the shit out of that thing. You know, tell him, fuck Scooby. He sucks. Tell him, you know, they banned Scooby's channel because he's really an asshole and he talks bad about Al Gore because, you know, Al Gore's the Wonder Man or whatever. Yeah. Bye, YouTube.